Hi everyone, I am back with another video. Um, I told you all I was going to discuss some educational sites that we have used in our 3 years of homeschooling. That these are actually like my favorite ones, and I have a list right here, so I didn't leave anything off. And you don't have to homeschool for your kids to enjoy these. Some are free, some are paid subscriptions, some have the option for free or paid subscription. So I'm going to go over these with you, and in the description, I'm going to leave the links for each one, and I will also try to have the pricing on there for each one so you know what it is before you even decide if you want to go that much further and get a subscription to the few paid ones there are. These are all low cost. The ones that do have subscriptions are low cost, and like I said, the other ones are free. So we'll just kind of jump straight into it here. My absolute favorite that we have used in the last 3 years would have to be education.com. The kids have a whole map where they do their they have science, they have math, and they have language arts, they have typing, and it tracks their progress. And in areas that they may need work, it suggests worksheets and games to help in the area that they're needing the help in, so that it can help them get caught up or just help them better themselves in those areas. So that's one of my favorites. It is a paid subscription, and I can't remember the prices of these. I probably should have written them down, but I didn't. But before I do this video, like upload the video, I am going to find the prices and include them in the description. So yeah, education.com has been one of my absolute favorites, and we haven't had any issues with it at all. Behind it would be Prodigy Math and English. I like Prodigy. We did have paid subscriptions. I believe it's like $11 per child per month. We had paid subscriptions with them, but what had happened is the math was working and the English would just crash. And I had reached out to customer support. They couldn't really figure out what was going on. They said, well, maybe you need to try Firefox or this instead of Chrome. And I'm like, no, we have the Firefox on one of the computers in the house. We have 3 computers in our house, and it's even crashing on it. And they couldn't figure out what was going on with it, so we stopped paying for the subscription for that, because there's no point in paying for something that we couldn't actually use most of the time. So we went back to the free version, and there's no issues with it now. I don't know. I don't know if they maybe had figured out what was going on and gotten it fixed. I'm not sure. But yeah, Prodigy Math and English. It's great. It kind of has like a Pokemon feel to it, and the little like creatures that they go out and battle and everything, and that's just kind of the vibe that it gives off to me. But it's a video game, but it's educational, so the kids are learning, and they really like Prodigy. They seem to lean towards it more than anything. They like education.com as well, but I think Prodigy is definitely their favorite. WordForce by Everfi has been it's been really good, actually. I use it with my son, and it is free. It does not cost anything. He enjoys it, and he hasn't lost interest in it. So that's a good thing, because some kids, even with just like a regular video game, they lose interest in a few days or weeks, and they're just like, I'm done with that. But he hasn't lost interest in Everfi WordForce. They haven't lost interest in Prodigy. The education.com, they can get burnt out on from time to time, so we give it a rest for a few weeks and take a break from it. But the education.com, like I said, it tracks their progress, it gives you progress reports, it gives you worksheet options to print out, and they have tons of worksheets to choose from. They have their typing on there, they have everything on education.com. Adventure Academy is another one on my list. It's not my favorite. The kids enjoy it, but the reason it's not my favorite, or not even the top 3 favorites or 4 favorites, is they have little houses on there that they can go in and decorate, and then there's another screen where they can go and draw a bunch of art. And I've noticed that a lot of the times they choose to do that instead of going into the learning lessons and playing the games that are in the lessons to learn. So Adventure Academy is good, but if you don't monitor your children, they will wander back off into either the art area or their little house to decorate it. So, you know, just be mindful of that. And Adventure Academy is a paid subscription service. Type Dojo is free. It's all about typing. They have games, they have tests, they have so much on there. I actually just found it a few months ago and we love it. Like, I feel like their typing has improved quite a bit since we've started using Type Dojo. So you can't go wrong with it. Another one is Pop Tropica. It is educational. Sometimes from time to time the kids get bored with it as well. It's free. When a kid gets bored with anything, you just kind of step back from that for a while until they decide that they want to play it again when it comes to things like this. pbskids.org for younger children. It was one of their favorites when they were littler, and sometimes they still go on there because, we have the 1-year-old and he loves everything with PBS Kids, so they go on there and like I even go on there and play the games with him, and he's won and it's helped him. Like he already knows some of his colors, he knows some of his animals, he's doing great, and I feel like a big part of that is the things that we choose to use to teach him, because even though he's only 1, he still is included in our schooling process for school. He gets books just like the big kids get books. He gets to draw and color and do all of these things that he needs to do, to learn. So pbskids.org has been helpful for him. And there's National Geographic Kids. The older kids actually really like it. They have a lot on there. If you know anything about National Geographic, you already know that there's so much that kids can get from that. And it's also free. There's K5 Learning, and that's more for a parent if you wanted to go in and print some worksheets off for your kid. They offer cursive worksheets. They have just basic handwriting practice worksheets. They have science. They cover math. They have language arts. They have everything on there. They have the free version and they have the paid version. Whichever one you choose to go with would be up to you, but it's also another really good one. A few other things that I use with our schooling and put in with our curriculum, we have subscriptions like Hulu and Disney Plus and Paramount Plus and all of that, and I think Disney Plus has the National Geographic documentaries, and if I'm not mistaken, Paramount or Hulu one has the Smithsonian channel. I could have it backwards. It could be Disney that has the Smithsonian. I don't know. I'm sorry that I'm confused about that, but we go through and we watch documentaries on all of those as well. Like there's some days that we use our math worksheets and they have to do with bar graphs and things like that, and they have weather ones we print out, so then we'll watch a few documentaries on the weather. We'll have our math with our worksheets. It really just depends on what curriculum I've put together for the day or for the week, and all of these websites I named off with the subscriptions to Disney Plus and all of that, with Smithsonian Channel and National Geographic Channel, when you use those together, it works. I don't know, it works for us. It may not work for everyone, but it does work for us, and we've had no issues with any of it. But I'm going, again, I probably already said this. I know I said this. I'm going to include the price and the links in the description for each of the sites I just talked about with you all. And if you don't have a Disney Plus or Hulu subscription or Paramount Plus, and you've been thinking about getting them, I know this is kind of off topic, but where I was talking about the National Geographic stuff they have and the Smithsonian Channel, my favorite out of the 3 subscriptions that we have with them would be Paramount. It used to be Disney Plus, but I like the Paramount better. I don't know. They have more, it seems like to me. They're all good in their own way, though. I like the Disney Plus, I like the Hulu, and I like the Paramount. But the Paramount Plus subscription has been my favorite. On that note, I am going to hop off of here because there's still a lot that I have to do tonight to prepare for our school day tomorrow. So I hope everyone has a great rest of your night. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'm sure at some point I'll have another video uploaded in the next few days. But until then, I'm going to say bye, and I'll see you later.